India, a country with 7 world-class cities, with more than 3,000 urban areas, has in recent years witnessed a rapid growth in its industrial sectors. Yet, shortage of electricity is a major concern. While there is a spiraling growth in demand for electricity in urban areas, it is dogged by frequent power breakdowns. On the other hand, there are many villages even today where power is a distant dream.
Since independence, we have made big strides in generation of electricity. At the time of independence, we had about 1200 megawatt of installed capacity, which has no risen to more than 1,75,000 megawatt, which is a mix of thermal, hydro, nuclear, and renewable. But in spite of that, there are still shortages in demand and supply, energy shortages also, power supply also.
Today, there are 98 operational power plants producing 62,000 megawatt of power per annum. But this is insufficient to meet our present deficit of 17,000 megawatt.
Coal, which has been, India's big source. About 65% of electricity generated is through coal now, and which is likely to continue for another 30 years as per projections of the Planning Commission. But nevertheless, even in spite of the fact that we have plenty of coal, we are importing a lot of coal. 10 to 11% of coal required for our power plants or steel plants is being imported from countries like Australia, Indonesia, and this requirement is going to grow further.
Hydel power plants, which require water as raw materials, provide only 21% of India's power requirements. With rivers drying up and monsoon unpredictable, this source can never be fully depended on. Nuclear power was another option. In 2008, 19 nuclear power plants were proposed by government, but the recent tragedy in Japan with the resultant threat of radiation has made such options untenable.
should not depend on nuclear energy, we should not depend on fossil fuel, डीजल है, फ्यूल है, कोल है, क्योंकि इसके कारण एक तो है कि डिप्लीटिंग सोर्सेज हैं, कोल का, ऑयल का डिप्लीटिंग सोर्सेज है, इसकी कास्ट बढ़ती चली जा रही है.
With conventional power sources proving too expensive and unsustainable, in recent years there have been a number of forays into alternative sources of electricity.
What we are doing with rice husk is we are burning it in a controlled way. The smoke that is produced is combustible. So we take the smoke, filter it out, and just throw it in a gas engine and run the engine to power an alternator which produces electricity.
Ganesh Pandey has brought light to the lives of the poorest of poor. Through 28 rice husk plants, he has provided over 200 villages in Bihar with electricity, and that too cheaply.
A total net payment of less than $1 per month, nobody will sell you any electricity, and we do that.
Solar power is another source of energy that is abundantly available. There are many intrepid entrepreneurs working in the field of solar energy in the country.
तो सोलर एनर्जी की चूँकि मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, तो इसका जो हम लोगों ने वो देखा है, फ्यूचर जो एस्टिमेट किया है, वो ये है कि अभी तो कास्ट ज़्यादा लगती है, सभी लोग कहते हैं सोलर एनर्जी की कास्ट ज़्यादा है, लेकिन जब आप उस कास्ट को एमोर्टाइज़ करते हो, उसके साथ जो दूसरे फैक्टर्स हैं कास्ट के, जैसे कोल के साथ एनवायरनमेंट का जो नुकसान होता है, उसको डीजल के साथ जो पोल्यूशन फैलता है, यदि उस नुकसान को भी क्वांटिफाइज किया जाए, क्वालिफाई किया जाए, उसकी वैल्यू निकाली जाए, तो सोलर एनर्जी की कास्ट बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं आती है.
The Selco Group in Karnataka provides solar power to more than 200 villages. Selco empowers local self-help groups to get loans from banks to buy their equipment and set up power plants. These power plants are owned and operated by the community. In Gujarat, Seva provides solar power to more than 400 villages.
In India, we are lucky, we are blessed with more than 300 sunny days, almost entire part of the country. And some of the states are getting much more solar radiation, like Gujarat and Rajasthan, and many big plants are coming up.
In 2008, Jawaharlal Nehru Solar Mission installed a power plant in Rajasthan with 200 megawatt capacity, and this will hopefully soon provide electricity to surrounding areas. A 1 megawatt rooftop has already been inaugurated in the Tyagaraja Stadium during the Commonwealth Games. If all such attempts succeed, perhaps in the next few decades, we shall see light at the end of the tunnel.